то, что они не делали, сделать больше.
We will see it on May 7 what I can do, but of course I will try to do my best what I can.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
You have a great jab, but there was statistics recently that said you usually throw less than 20 power punches around. Do you have to take more chances to win this fight than you normally do?
I think he's not.
I think I have to do my best. You know, maybe last fight it wasn't me the best, but in the training sometimes I show my best skills. And I hope on May 7 I can do this, show my best skills, best version.
Are you the kind of guy who fights better the better the opposition is, better the opponent?
I hope yes.
Sergey Kovalev told me that he believes that you have a great chance in the fight because you're younger, the youth. Did you see the Kovalev-Canelo fight, and did you take a little bit from that fight into your
Of course,
game?
I watched their fight. In real, I was here, and yeah, Kovalev was good, but he was empty power, but he did good, and of course from every fight which you see, you can some advices.
Do you have the power to get his respect or maybe even knock him out in this fight?
No, this is boxing, and knockout could came in every second, and from both sides. And we just need to land our punch and don't get a punch. Yes, it's easy, easy work.
Canelo's easy work?
No, I mean it's easy. Boxing, it's easy. You just need to punch harder and don't get a punch, and be focused every time.
You know, Platt and Saunders, they backed away from him and stayed on the back foot all night. Do you think you'll engage with him a little bit more instead of?
You asked me about strategy, eh? Let's see this on May 7.
What do you think of Canelo as a 175-pounder? Do you think he's a good size or a little too small for the division?
He has good boxing skills. It's enough to be one of the best 175 kilograms. We don't talk about who's bigger, who's taller. And giraffe is the taller animal in jungle, but doesn't matter. And you know, it's something different. We should think about.
How do you say you're always very, very calm? You ever get angry?
Yeah, when I'm angry.
But I always see you smiling. You're always happy.
Like we say usually, happy fighter, it's a good fighter.
Do you think the sparring with Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez will help you in this fight? Because I know you didn't get to fight a lot of Mexicans in the amateurs.
It's not helped me on this fight. It helped me on my career. Every sparring against the best guys, it helps you. It helps.
Now, they talk about Canelo's power, but you fought Joe Smith, which is arguably one of the hardest punchers in the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
You took his punches very well when he did land. Is that going to be one of the key factors of just being able to just take some of the shots and give it back to Canelo?
Ты считаешь, что одна из задач это как бы и менять его удары и где-то в ответ ответить тоже сильными ударами?
No, I think we should. The good boxer doesn't get a punch, I think, except этот, который умер, except Arturo Gatti. But defense, yeah, you should have a good defense, and I try to show defense in my fights and show boxing skills, and this is what I am one of the best maybe because.
Do you think there's anything you've been underestimated about as a fighter heading into this fight?
Ты считаешь, что в чем-то тебя недооценивают как бойца в этом бою?
I don't know, but for me, main thing that my team believes in me and they know I could beat Canelo Alvarez, and and I believe, why not? You know, all my life I believe in my skills and I won fights. We all people, someone more popular, someone not, but we're from the same material.
Do you feel like you won't, because you're a respectful guy, but do you feel like you won't have too much respect for Canelo in the ring, like you saw in his last?
Not too much. I respect him like my last opponent, not more. Yeah, he achieved a lot. It's hard, but he's my opponent, and enough. I respect you, but you are my enemy on May 7th.
Dmitry, what is the biggest challenge to fight against Canelo?
What is it? What? Sorry?
The biggest challenge.
Какой для тебя самый большой челлендж в бою с Канело?
You know, I'm really glad that I will fight against the best fighter in the world, and this is fight against him. Show me what I'm cost, yeah, what my skills cost, how good my skills, and this is a big challenge for me.
Are you very happy that it's at 175? I know you said you wanted to go down 168 if you had to, but he decided to come to 175 to face you there.
Yeah, but for me it doesn't matter. 175 or 180, 168, because I don't lose too much weight.
Are you concerned about the crowd in the T-Mobile?
Смущает тебя болельщики?
No, I have a lot of amateur fights, and usually we came to another country and everybody was against me, but I won fights, and I got used to be in the ring where fans against you.
You've been asking for this fight for years now. How confident? Where do you get that confidence that you could be the one who hands Canelo the second defeat?
Ты уже давно этот бой хотел, и ты говорил об этом. Почему у тебя такая уверенность, что ты можешь быть тот, кто победит?
Why confident? Because I one of the best light heavyweight fighter, and if you don't confident in your skills, you never win and never achieve something. You have to believe your skills, and of course you don't talk too much about how you are great, but you just believe. I don't say I will win 100%. No, I just believe, and this is belief helps me to be confident and to be a good boxer in the ring.
Yeah, obviously, you know, for years now.
No, because nobody knows. Only God knows who will win, what happened tomorrow. Only God knows. We can't just believe.
I would imagine that you have thought about this fight, though. You saw the way it plays out for many times. You know, how do you see the fight evolving early on?
How do you see the fight? What?
How do you see the fight evolving early on? Obviously, you know, he's been imagining, you know, fighting Canelo. So how does he imagine, you know,
Что ты ожидаешь? Как наш бой будет прогрессировать в начале? Как будет происходить?
I don't want to talk about how it will be in the ring, but we all saw many his fight and my fights, and we know that from the start of the fight it's not too much action, maybe, but we will see.
Is the goal to be undisputed, like you fought Joe Smith and he got a title again? Well, is that the ultimate goal? Face Canelo and then face the winner of Joe Smith and better Biev and everyone?
Ты бы хотел, цель твоя стать undisputed?
Of course, I want to be undisputed champion, and Canelo undisputed. This is why I respect him too. And every good fighter should have a good dream, biggest dream, like to be undisputed. This is my dream too. Of course, I want all belts, but now I think about only May 7th.
Do you think Joe Smith beats better Biev? Just curious because you faced him.
I don't know. I don't think about their fight. It's not my business today.
Dmitry, Canelo said that one of the keys for his victory was to take away the jab from you. What do you have to take away from Canelo on fight night?
Канело сказал, что джеб нужно нейтрализовать для того, чтобы победить. Какая твоя цель? То есть, что, какая цель, одна из основных целей?
We will see on May 7. I don't want to talk about fight, but I know every fighter has a good side and bad sides.
Definitely, nobody's perfect. He compared you to Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev style. Would you compare him to a former opponent of yours?
Есть какой-то предыдущий оппонент у тебя, с кем бы он сравнился по стилю?
I think every fighter is unique, but if we see on Jean Pascal, maybe he looks like Jean Pascal. He's the same higher, and he's powerful too, and Pascal has a good speed too.
Do you have better speed than people think? Because you seem like the fastest 175 out of all the champions. Do you have better speed than people are expecting?
Моя скорость из 175.
I don't know. I don't think about it. I never think. I think maybe timing is more, but it's both. You know, both timing and speed. It's good.
Dmitry, you fought in Guadalajara. How do you remember your fight over there?
Ты выступал в Гвадалахаре?
Yeah, when I was amateur, I was on a world competition on Guadalajara. I remember this year. I fight against Mexican guy too in Guadalajara, and yeah, it was nice. And I remember the zoo next to Guadalajara. It's biggest zoo. It was nice.
The Mexican fighters, we have something extra, or when you fought in Guadalajara, do you feel something special about the Mexican boxers?
Что-то почувствовал. I just felt boxing fans support him.
A lot of fans actually, in Mexico, people either love him or you hate him. So it's going to be a lot of people in Mexico who are going to be supporting you. What does that mean to you to have the Mexican support?
Многие болельщики или за, или против него. Тебя будут тоже так.
Yeah, I'm glad that the Mexican people support me too. It means maybe they just love boxing, no someone personal, just love boxing. Because in Russia, some fans love Canelo too. They respect him, of course, because they love boxing and they see on him like on a good fighter who has a good boxing skills.
And Dmitry, we saw a picture on Twitter recently of you when you were 7 or 8 years old with a trophy, your hand wraps on. So this has been your whole life coming. Are you enjoying this moment? Are you having fun and ready to seize it Saturday?
I think, yeah, of course I'm glad. Yeah, I have a big trip, boxing trip. I'm in boxing since I remember myself, since maybe 5 years. And now I'm in Las Vegas. I never thought about that I will fight in Las Vegas. Yeah, I'm glad.
Is that what it takes to beat a guy like Canelo, a guy who's boxed since he was a little kid, not someone who started at 12, 13, 14?
Что Вадик сказал?
Yeah, is that what it takes? Is that what it's going to take to beat a guy like a Canelo, a guy who's fought since he was a little kid, not someone who even started at 13, 14,
Чтобы стать таким, как Канело, нужно начать боксировать с детства, даже не с 12-13 лет, а раньше, так как Канело начал с детства.
No. I think to boxing early like me, it's not good for many, because when I get a graduation, they said the best way from 11, maybe 12 years, maybe 10, because kids they just have a fun. They just but I got a fun in the boxing gym.
You actually boxed since you were younger than him. He started at 13, 14. You started at, how old were you? 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, around 5 maybe I came first time to the boxing gym. So yeah, I remember how I remember myself. I boxed.
How did you know you wanted to make all those sacrifices to get here? Like you said, other kids were having fun. Why did you make the sacrifices to get to this point?
Почему ты готов был идти на эти...
Big. I watched a lot of movies in 90s. They were popular, Jackie Chan and Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I watched this movie and I wanted to fight like them. And I asked my daddy, take me to the karate or something else, and he took me on karate. I was there a couple months, and then he took me on the boxing gym, and I fall in love with boxing.
Why you choose boxing beside karate?
Because boxing more popular and the guys had the more competitions. Karate it's not popular and not too much competition, and I like fight by my hands more.
And you seem just very serious, focused man. Are you impossible to break mentally?
Тебя сложно вывести из себя, или как ты говоришь?
No, I don't know, man.
We'll
I
find
try
out,
to
right?
be focused. I try to think типа разумно как-то думать обо всем.
Try to be cold and be analytical about everything.
Dmitry, do you have any routine before the fight?
Есть какие-то традиции перед боем?
I try to left my old tradition because routine, because потому что какие-то вот эти вот типа принципы, да, они бывают делают человека ментально, наверное, слабым. Если ты что-то забыл случайно сделать, ты начинаешь себя пожирать изнутри, что ты не сделал это делает тебя уязвимым. Я стараюсь делать так, чтобы ничего это меня не тревожило.
He believes that if you actually keep to routines or traditions and something doesn't work out or something doesn't happen, you'll start eating yourself and saying, oh, this didn't occur, so there's going to be a problem. So I just kind of let it flow and just kind of see how things go. I don't try to keep principles like that because I think those make you weaker. So we'll just sit down. Yeah.
I think he's going to be first.
Thank you, Dmitry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Great job, man. Your English is better than mine now.